Yo, yo, you guys weren't expecting this one today. I'm going to wait for a couple of you guys to jump in because I want to try something today. So, yeah, I've showed up randomly, right? RonsRides RoundUp. I'm giving it a shot. Trying to catch up on some news from Ferrari, Maserati, Alfa Romeo that I just couldn't cover during the week. I just wanted to go over some things that I think you guys would be interested in. Not women's bras or undergarments, so we'll exit out of that ad there. But I want to go over some things for you guys and just live stream and be able to touch base with you guys because I told you guys I would try to live stream more and connect with you more because I feel like we can talk better when we do that. What's good? What's going on? So yeah, I went to live stream RonsRides RoundUp. I guess I should start doing this more because there's just so much more news that comes out for Ferrari, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo, and I can't make a separate video on each one of it. So I'm just gonna kind of cover a bunch of different topics right now, and then get you guys' input. We're gonna do it together. I got a bunch of news articles, a lot from Club Alpha, and one from Motor One. So let's just get right to it, guys, and I'll go over this again as more people come in. I see a bunch of people hopping in. Make sure you guys like the video. Again, I want to live stream for you guys and talk more about these brands and connect with you guys more. If you have any questions, you can just throw them at me. So first things first, I did the Tonale video today because the embargo was up at 8 a.m., so I was able to post that for you guys that the Tonale has finally been revealed and in production for 2024 for the United States or North America. So yeah, finally, we're going to get those things and we're going to get them here in June. There will probably be one at the Formula One race at the paddock, which I will try to get a hold of. Obviously, I will be there via Alfa Romeo, so I will definitely get that on the channel to have the PHEV because I've already gotten the previous model on the channel, but not the PHEV. But let's talk about the BSUV. Again, we talked about the BSUV coming out and possibly debuting in September. This came out from Alfa Romeo just, I think yesterday, this was published on Gianfilippo Imperato's Twitter page, but this article just came out today. The first image comes out of the Poland plant for the new BSUV, but don't think it's going to be like something real nice and high quality. You're not going to be able to see this thing how you want to. This is the picture that you're actually seeing the BSUV from Alpha, and it is said, which we will do this here. We will enlarge it here. It is said that the production has started already on this thing. But as you guys can see on the right-hand side here, that's the front end of it. Now, you guys know, I think I'm in the way. Let me move myself over here. There we go. I'll put my face in Jean-Philippe's face. It has been said that at the dealer meetup in Las Vegas here in the United States, a lot of this stuff was shown. So I'm sure there was a lot more shown to a lot of the dealers, the owners of the dealers, like this stuff here that you're seeing in a lot clearer image. Obviously, this wasn't necessarily meant to be shown in high quality, but it was meant to be in the background and not trying to show the full thing. As you can see, it's kind of blurred out with the text and everything. But that looks like it may even be the name, and we don't know the name officially, but it might be that text right above the silhouette there. So that's what we're looking at for the next Alfa Romeo BSUV, and it's looking like we have our tri-LED setup as well as some fog lamps right under that. I'm trying to figure out the design language because I kind of see the Scudetto right up front, but I kind of don't. So it's going to be interesting to see if Alfa Romeo actually, changes this all up and what they do with it when it comes. Whoops, sorry, I just exited it out, guys. Hold on, I messed it up. There we go. All right, what they end up doing with it when it comes to the design language. This is going to be completely different from what we're used to from Alpha, and I'm wondering where they're really getting their, I guess, inspiration from. So just going over the article, it's saying the 2024 Alfa Romeo launch of the new entry-level BSUV. We talked about Gianfilippo Imperato going to Poland to visit the plant where the model will be produced to speak with the team. And Yeah, he says a very blurry image, as we can see, but that's it. It's going to be launching the first quarter of 2024. Again, we should hear more or see a reveal in September of this year. So there we are. This is going to be launched later this year. And they're saying, hypothesize that the starting price should be around 30,000 euros. If you guys can translate that to American dollars for me, I know a lot of you guys are euros or pounds, etc. So you kind of be able to do your translations yourself. But 30,000 euros for that price, is it going to be something that is going to be worth getting over the Tonale? It does say that it shares a market segment which is very popular in Europe, which is the B segment. So they're going to have their work cut out for them. We also know that it is appreciated or will be appreciated by owners and fans of the Mito and Giulietta. So there's a lot of pressure on this already for people who do like the Mito and Giulietta. In order for this car to be successful, it's going to have to capture the rate and capture the eyes and heart of those kind of Alfa Romeo enthusiasts. Also, big thing is going to be electric, fully electric, the first fully electric Alfa Romeo. That is a thing, and that's going to be on the next article here, which I will translate to English. Let's see. So yeah, again, Imperato went to Poland to start checking out the Stellantis plant where this will be built. And yeah, it's supposed to be fully electric, as you guys can see. I'm not sure if this is an image actually from that. I don't think this is the sheet metal from the BSUV, but it will be on the CMP platform in the first all-electric vehicle. Here it is down here so you guys can see it. I wanted to put that in text for you guys so you didn't just take my word for it. Yep, we've been talking about it, but we have it in writing, and there it is. It's going to be a fully electric Alfa Romeo. Who thought the day would come? Let's just go back one more time, and we'll go through these images of him at the plant in Poland, going over everything for the BSUV. And this is probably where that still shot came, where they saw the actual mock-up of the car right here. That's it, guys. Around 30,000 euros, fully electric BSUV for Alfa Romeo in September. That's our first image before we get the full thing. All right, let me go over here. Kinky Streets, what's good? What up, what up? Good news, Stellantis has his financials in order. That's what I like. I mean, listen, if they're doing good, then we get more from them and hopefully at a faster pace. Wish for a manual trans again. A true driver's car. If they did a manual, well, you can't do manuals in electric cars. So man, like I wonder. Let me move myself back over real quick. I wonder if the 33 remake could be a manual. That would be pretty cool, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But that would be pretty cool. Lancia coming up with some teasers in April. Be there first. I did see that they were posting a couple of things. As far as like some rendering teasers and everything like that. So that's pretty dope. So much opportunity to make beautiful cars. So many cookie cutter designs lately. Yeah, I agree. Alfa Romeo is really, one of the Italian brands that I think its looks encapsulates you first, and then it's all about its driving dynamics and everything else that comes after. But the looks of many Alfa Romeo models is what first brings you in. So I definitely agree. My favorite new drivetrain is the Mazda CX90. So you like, okay. Alfa should be the first to put a manual trans in the new EV. That would be, you know what? I thought I saw Lexus testing a transmission that was a manual EV transmission. I put this on my second channel, I think, months ago. Maybe it was like last fall. And there was like a video of them testing something like that. I don't know how I feel about it. A lot of things to break in that time frame, but hey, who knows? But yeah, that would be crazy if they did something like that. But that's probably much further down the line. Too much R&D, and I don't think Alfa Romeo wants to spend the money on the R&D on that. So yeah. All right. More part of this RonsRides RoundUp live stream. Again, I like you guys commenting so I can connect with you. I think the next thing was the Maserati Quattroporte. Now, I haven't read anything here yet, but I saw that Autocar posted about the next-gen Maserati Quattroporte that should be debuting in 2024, which means that we'll probably see it maybe by the end of the year. I don't think that there will be any more new Quattroportes in the old-fashioned, obviously 2023 being the last year, because, I mean, if you bring out the MC20, the Grecale, and the Gran Turismo all in the new design language, but you continue to bring out other cars in the old design language, what does that do for the other cars? You know, it makes them kind of look bad and really dated next to the new cars. So I think the 2023 model Quattroporte and Levantes will be the last models you'll see with the old design language. 2024 is going to be the new refreshed models, and we've been talking about this. I've said this before. Word on the street is they're secretly testing the Levante out in Italy somewhere already. That's been a couple months ago, and I'm sure they are. It's only a matter of time before Maserati gives us their own spy photos or somebody else captures them. So we'll see them soon enough, I'm sure. But I'm excited to see what the next design of both of these models will look like. Now, this is one thing that we still don't know is if the Ghibli is discontinued. And I've heard through the grapevine, and I kind of said this before, that, you know, with the Ghibli possibly being discontinued, we're not sure, not confirmed, that it's going to be a Quattroporte squashed a little bit shorter than the wheelbase it is now to be like a middleman. All right, so it's going to be the only sedan, and it's going to be a little bit bigger than the Ghibli, but a little bit smaller than the Quattroporte. Not sure where that exactly lands, but the Quattroporte will be the only sedan, and it will be a little bit shorter on wheelbase than it is currently, and then that will be it. So, yeah, it says right here, this model will be the future flagship of the brand, which in one fell swoop will replace the current version as well as the Ghibli, which definitively left the scene. The debut of this model should take place by the end of 2024, even if official confirmations from Maserati are awaited. So again, the same thing I'm saying. It's not official, but it kind of is. And we knew that when Maserati put out their electrification plan, and they had an electric model for every other model besides the Ghibli. And if they're moving to fully electric and they don't have an electric Ghibli, well, then they don't have a Ghibli. So that's what we're getting our speculations from. Here it is. Also, it will be produced in Minafluri, in Stellantis plant. It will be more luxurious and more expensive than the current model, and it will be born on the STLA large platform. All right, now it's said that it will have unmistakably Maserati styling. All right, so it'll be like the Gran Turismo Folgeri. Obviously, it's the electric version, but you can tell it's a Maserati Gran Turismo. And let's see, it will be, David DeGrasso says that it will have typical Italian style, extreme elegance. Car will have a high price. Same thing we just said. It will distance more and more from the mainstream market and become more and more a luxury brand while increasing profitability on each single unit sold. So Maserati definitely isn't chasing volumes anymore. We kind of knew that after what happened with the Ghibli, chasing the 5 Series when it comes to volumes and how it kind of depreciated the brand in a lot of ways. So I think that that's a good look when it comes to doing stuff like that. I don't think it should be as obtainable, but, you know, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because I was able to get into 2 Maserati Ghiblis because it was a little bit more attainable than getting, you know, a Quattroporte that was, you know, a higher price or anything like that. But I think in order to make the brand premium again, make them worth more again, and make them more respected, they have to spend more money on each car and sell each car with a little bit more money, but a little bit more rarity. It can't be there's a Ghibli on every corner of the block. There can't be, you know, these $500 lease specials. There can't be this crazy depreciation, you know. So I think that there's a lot of things that Maserati is changing for the future in order to better the brand. Whether it's good for us or not, again, for us little guys, maybe they bump it up past our price range, you know, and then that's that. But again, I think that in order to make the brand better, in a sense. They have to do these things in order to increase profitability. We'll see. So we're saying in the Quattroporte, it will have the latest from the Gran Turismo and Grecale as far as the looks and the electric underpinnings there. It'll also have key rivals like the Porsche Macan, actually. The Grecale, sorry, not the Grecale, the Quattroporte Folgore, which I'm not sure if the Quattroporte is coming as a full EV automatically, so it'll automatically be a Folgore and 100% electric. People are saying that, but again, that's not confirmed. If the next Quattroporte only comes in an electric model, it will 100% be something that you will probably shop versus the Taycan or however you want to pronounce it from Porsche. I definitely think that will be one of those. Now, as far as Mercedes and Audi, maybe the EQS for Mercedes and the e-tron for Audi, maybe it will be in those lines, but I'm not sure where the Gran Turismo Folgore lies between, some of these cars. I know some are sedans, some are coupes. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what Maserati or who Maserati declares these is as actual rivals when it comes to these cars when they first come out. So it'll be interesting. Let me see what you guys are saying here. If you haven't driven an Alfa, please do. Very solid chassis and build quality. And that is on the current Giorgio platform. The Tonale is different. It's on the STLA platform. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't drive well. I haven't driven it, though, so I can't speak for it. But obviously, I've driven plenty of on the Giorgio platform, so I can vouch for that. Nothing like driving an Alfa, especially when it comes to driving. The driving dynamics is just it's so fun. I mean, the steering response and everything, man. You can corner in that car. It's a good time. These new Maseratis are the best looking in the generations. I'm glad you say that. I don't think everybody would agree. I agree. I think they look really good. A lot of people saying that they look a little bit less aggressive. I think they're a little bit more approachable. I think the more aggressive Maseratis from the past, great looking cars, they're not as approachable. I think they were more, how should I say this? Not to be sexist, but they were geared more towards men. Like guys drove the Maserati, Gran Turismo, MCs and stuff like that. They like the raw aggression, mean look, to where I think they're making Maserati design language up to today's standards where all of the cars are being rounded off. Everything doesn't have the boxy lines. It's all about the curves and round shapes these days. And they're making it more geared towards everyone. It's more diverse. Women and young adults and older men and young men and everything will like Maseratis when it comes to the styling and design language. I think that's how they're going for things when it comes to design these days. So I get it where, things might not look more aggressive or as aggressive these days, but I think they're overall a better rounded out car when it comes to the interior, exterior, and options. Love the curves on Maseratis. Okay, see, there you go. So I didn't even read that, but again, I was making that same comment. The Giulietta you talked about. Oh yeah, I was just talking about. They were saying that fans of the Mito and fans of the Mito and the Giulietta will be fans of the new BSUV coming out from Alfa. So long Giorita, hence the 4-wheel drive to keep it on the ground. Lots of power needed though. Batteries way too much. It's going to be very interesting if Alfa Romeo does a quadrifoglio version. How will they do it? It will more than likely have to be an all-wheel drive. And then there's no 50-50 weight distribution, right? Because of batteries and everything like that. They said that the next gen Giulia quadrifoglio will have 1,000 horsepower. Maybe we will get that before we get a Tonale quadrifoglio, if we ever get a Tonale quadrifoglio. I'm going to be very curious on how this is done. And really, again, it's still going to be different because if it's electric, also no sound, different platform on the STLA. So there's going to be a lot of changes in Alfa Romeo coming up for sure. I think Alfa needs to think about simple, small, light rear-wheel drive car, a tribute to the 1969 GTV 1750. That would be dope. Look at what classic Alphas are worth. Attack that market with a new product. I would love that. I mean, listen, in a perfect world, I think we all would. Power Ray X, what's good? If you guys are just jumping in, I'm doing like a RonsRides RoundUp. Again, I'm reading comments because I love connecting with you guys, and I haven't been able to do it much often. So these are a lot of articles and stuff I've missed over the week that I won't be able to cover. I'm just covering it all at once. First thing we did was looked at the new BSUV. First image shown by Gianfilippo Imperato right there. It's a blurry image, but that's all we get right now. We will see that in the end of September as a 2024 model. First fully electric Alfa Romeo. Second thing we talked about was the next gen Quattroporte. Not chasing volumes, higher price, possibly fully electric when it debuts. It's going to be a lot different than what we're used to for the Quattroporte, and with the Ghibli possibly going away, this one's going to be a little bit shorter and again a lot more premium. Now, I wanted to go over this really quick just to ask a question. Someone here, I keep getting these. I don't know what this ad is all about because I'm not looking up women's lingerie. Trust me, guys. But somebody took the MC20 and took it for an acceleration test, 0 to 300 kilometers on the Autobahn. Let me see who it is. Autotop NL. I think that's the YouTube video. Yeah. So if you guys want to go check them out. Yeah, 630 horsepower, 0 to 100 kilometers. I'm sure they did a top speed test and everything like that. But yeah, this is supposed to be 2.9 seconds and 325 for the top speed. For us in America, 1.9 0 to 60. Sorry, 2.9 0 to 60 and a 202 mile per hour top speed. So I have never been. I can't tell you I've been this fast in the car. I couldn't imagine having the Autobahn as I don't want to say a play toy because people travel on there, families and everything and so much, but I couldn't imagine having access to the Autobahn and being able to do something like this and having the balls to do it. 180 kilometers is what it's showing here. Just doing something like this in a supercar, let alone on a public road, which is legal because there's no speed limit, but I couldn't do it. I want to say that I've had my reckless times driving when I was a lot younger. And so sometimes, you like to step on it and do your thing and, have a little fun. But this is just crazy. Now, the fastest I think I've ever been is 160 miles per hour. And I'm not going to tell you where because I'm not trying to get locked up. Maybe it was on a track. But 160 miles per hour felt crazy to me, and it wasn't in any kind of like supercar. Now, it was in a car that was very capable of more, but doing something like a top speed run would be insane. And I want to know what's the fastest you guys have been in any car. I would love to have any kind of access to take these cars on a track and really show off the power that these have. A little bit better to you guys on the channel. And I will get like fleet cars and stuff to do things with, as you guys know. Just recently I'm getting into fleet programs, but I won't do anything like that, obviously for legal reasons. But if I can get a hold of a track and somebody wants to offer up a car, you guys know how to get in contact with me. I'll say it that way. But yeah, this guy pushed this MC20 to the limit. Crazy. Let me get back to you guys in the comments because while you're here, I like to talk to everybody. Big ups to Henrik for learning you a lot by Alfa Romeo history, as you called me for some guy who told you about the meaning of the Q history with Enzo. I have a name. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so I only know you guys a lot of you guys by your YouTube names. So I'm glad you're saying this in the chat as well so other people can see it. So I appreciate everything you guys do for me, all the knowledge you drop when you talk about my pronunciation on Italian words to help me out. Guys, I'm just a fan, basically, with a camera in my hand that have some access to cars. And then I put it on the channel, and you guys share it with me. So I appreciate everything you guys do. Order the Tonale PHEV. Congratulations, Power Ray X. What spec did you get? Or maybe look at. Oh, There you go. Veloce in Montreal. That's what's up. Like it. I want the Verde Montreal. If I were to get one, I'd be torn between Verde Montreal or Misano Blue. Those two are the two I'd want. Obviously, Misano Blue is a lot cheaper here in the States. I think it's $600 versus the $2,200 and the Verde Montreal. I mean, price-wise, that Misano Blue is a little bit more attractive, but I do love the Verde Montreal. I'm mad that the Dodge Hornet took the gold Okra GT. They took it from us, and now the Tonale doesn't get it. It'd be cool to see a Tonale in that color. Oh, Montreal is my home base. Well, that makes sense. Oh, no, that's Kinky Streets that said that. Never mind. Canada rules. That's what's up. Stayed over in Old Town just this past Monday. That's what's up. I got to make it back to Canada. I used to go there a lot when I lived in Michigan. Once done, you did 220 kilometers, right? And you're Julia Diesel. Kilometers. What does that translate to miles per hour? So I don't have to go in a translator. What's 220 kilometers in miles per hour? Porsche 918, Barber Track, Alabama, and prior a Ferrari 288 GTO. Was at Bridgehampton Track, New York. Now a golf course, fastest I was ever in a car. How fast, Kinky? I want to know. Put your secrets on the internet. Nobody's going to come arrest you, I promise. Power Ray, what's 220 kilometers in miles per hour? I'll let you guys tell me that first, and then I'll hop into the next topic on hand. Again, thanks again for spending some time with me, guys, today. I'm just trying to go over some stories, connect with you guys real quick before I put out another video tomorrow. If you guys haven't already, too, make sure you follow my social media. I'm always posting stuff on there. Doesn't always make it here, guys. Facebook, my Facebook's popping. Here, I'll give you guys a link to my Facebook. My Facebook's been going wild lately. Make sure you guys go like this. And then my Instagram is RPO3. That's it. You'll see it's my personal picture on there. You'll see RPO3, and then you'll read the bio and stuff. You'll see RonsRides and stuff on that. My RonsRides Instagram page, I don't really use that. RPO3. RPO and the number 3. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. See what's up. Okay, 150 miles per hour. So it's around the same that I did. 135, 220. So 135 miles per hour. You did 123 in your Dodge Stealth in the 90s. That's what's up. What's going on, Marcella? That's crazy. Yeah, okay, so when I say that I did it, I was in the passenger seat. The most I've driven is 120, but the highest I've been in a car was 160. So I guess I should have been a little bit more specific. You order your Tonale at the end of January. We'll get there by the beginning of September. Okay, that's what's up. That's the only bad thing. These cars take forever. 220 equals 136.70 to be exact. Okay, all right. Thank you, Kinky. I appreciate the specifics there. All right, so 136, still pretty fast. It's crazy. Yeah, listen, we're all, I don't want to say responsible adults here, but we're all very conscious on the things that we can do out there on the road and what we can't do and when's the appropriate times to do it. I encourage you to, if you can do stuff safely, do it and experience life and have some fun with them, especially with ICE models. Internal combustion engines, there's nothing like them when you're going up those gears. And really just the driving experience is crazy. So I'm glad you guys are having some fun out there. This is a big one, guys. I didn't put this in the thumbnail. I'll get back to you guys in the chat in a minute, I promise. I got to move on to the stories too. The Alfa Romeo 4C Spider 33 Stradale Tributo. You know, I put this on the channel last year, I think it was. It was a version only for America, I believe. And only 33 were made. And this is a special tribute edition to the 4C. All right, so this is actually, I'm going to translate this to English, up for auction. A 2020 model is actually up for auction. So maybe it was the year before last I had this on the channel. I think it was. But I got one of these on the channel. And yeah, so it's a homage to the 33 Stradale, and it's the tribute example. Yep, only 33 models ever made, and it celebrated the end of production for the 4C. Now this is on Bring It trailer, and this only has 2,575 kilometers. All right, and look at that. So the car was bought for $95,738 US dollars, or 89,156 euros in the auction. It says it's still 2 days away. I think this is an older article. Yeah, this is from the 24th. So that was like 6 days ago. So I think the auction might still be up on Bring It Trailer. Let's check right now. We'll check live and see. Yeah, it's still there. All right. 1,600 mile 2020 Alfa Romeo 4C Spider 33 Stradale Tributo. Deep breath. This is cool. 1,600 miles, guys. And it shows all of the essentials here. The chassis. This is number 12 of 33. Shows all of the performance info. Everything here. Yep. Shows the price. Clean Carfax. Yeah. So, guys, check this out on Bring a Trailer because this is clean. And if you wanted to own one of these, again, I think it only came to the United States. I'm pretty sure. All 33 examples were U.S. only. This is one thing the U.S. got over everybody else because you guys got the cool cars like the GTA and GTA-M. You know, I get it, but we got something cool too. Now what? Oh, they even got the original sticker right here too. So yeah, oh yeah, all the equipment, and this is the stuff that I filmed in that video. If you guys want a closer look, make sure you search this on my channel. But yeah, I had to show this. This is really cool that this is up for sale. Because again, it's such a rare specimen, and because I was able to get one on the channel, I was familiar with it, and now it can be anybody's, whoever can buy it on a Bring It Trailer. 156 comments. Wow. So people are loving this. Oh no, wait, hold on. No, the auction's over. Oh no. You guys see this? Sold for $155,000 on 3/26/2023. Freaking A. Well, I apologize. I got this to you guys too late. So if you were planning on looking at it and buying it, maybe next time I'll be quicker. I'm sorry, guys. I just came across it, and here we are. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess right at the top, I should have read the disclaimer. This Alfa Romeo 4C got away, but there are more like it here. I doubt it, but let's see. Yeah, that one's sold. Sold. Yeah, these aren't Tributos. Yeah. Well, okay. If you guys want a 4C, there's more 4Cs, but there's not the Tributo. $155,000. Wow. They made a pretty penny. Wow. They got it. They enjoyed it for 1,600 miles and sold it for 155 G's. All right, let me get back. I got one more article to go over for you guys, and I'll let you go. Let me get to the comments over here, guys. All right, so where are we at? Okay, that's decent nowadays. Oh, as far as your speed, yeah. You got stopped by an FHP. He wanted to check out the stuff. Second one sold in Dade County. Okay. Oh yeah, because you are down there in Dade, in Miami area. Cause I think yeah, if I'm making it down there for the Grand Prix, I'm gonna have to try to run into some of you guys, and link up. Some cars you just have to wait for a year. Yeah, it's just a lot of the Italian cars is just, that's what it is. I did it in Germany where there's no speed limit in some places. So were you on the Autobahn? Seattle, what's going on, Carlo? How much that Tonale come out? Yeah, the price of your Tonale, what was that to be? I think about 180 and 288 GTO. Holy crap. As a passenger, and a passenger of the 918 around the same speed at the track. You forgot you were a passenger in the Lexus LFA at 180 as well. Dude, the LFA is so crazy. The sound on that V10 is nuts. Let's see. The 4C looks awesome on the road. Yeah, they do. They look like nothing. They're too tall for the 4C. I get it. You guys have seen my video on trying to get in and out of the 4C. It's a tough fit. It is a car that is not for bigger or taller people. That's for sure. You priced out a Hornet at 41K. Figured a Tonale would be 10K more. Overpriced. I'm not going to touch that too much on that topic, but the Tonale being undercut by the Hornet on price, but having a lot of the same features and styling and having some of the options that Alfa doesn't have, like you can get the gold ochre GT color on the Hornet and you can get red leather interior on the Hornet, where you cannot get both of those things on the Tonale. I don't think it's fair, and I think it sucks, but it is what it is. Stellantis wins either way with either car that they sell, but, you know, it's a sad story for Alfa. It was 58K in euro. Okay, so that sounds like a big price. So what we're looking like 60 something thousand and USD, because it's a Veloce, right? So I mean, yeah, it's the top spec, so it makes sense if you put any options on it. Which the 4C came in a manual like the Lotus did. Oh, and do. Yeah, and do. That's important because they still make them with manuals. Yeah, that's a nice 4C, ain't it? If you haven't checked my channel out, when I did film one up and close on the Tributos. It was in Orlando. Oh, you got it for 50K. Are you leasing it? Well, okay, never mind. I don't know if that works for you, but I know for North America, remember, if you lease the Tonale, you get the EV tax credit, $7,500 off of your price if you lease it. So that could be a thing. You don't got to tell us all your details. I don't want to be all up in your business, but that's dope. Let me see where I got lost. Okay, Mazda did everything for the lightweight and Alfa design before Alfa. Great recipe. They survived well. Big ups. Good on Mazda. I'm hoping Alfa can do the same. He said 58,000 euro. Oh, hell no. That's it. It's a big price, guys. And that's got, you know, I would love to get into an Alfa, and, you know, my next car will more than likely be an SUV because my family, my kids getting taller and all that stuff. It's inevitable. But I don't know if I'm ready for the price point of the Tonale yet. And I would hate to be considered a trader and get into a Hornet because it's cheaper, but that's where I say that, you know, the price point obviously is going to be a factor, you know, for your average Joes like me. I don't think that you should devalue the Alfa because not everybody can afford it. But then at the same time, you shouldn't bring out a twin product and then take the price off of that. And then, you know, you put people in a tough position. Talking about the Hornet. Nice profit. Yeah, hell of a profit on this 4C. Prices go through the roof in Europe. Yeah, big appreciation on that 4C. 155 is crazy. 50K less for 300 bhp. Nope. Yes, they did it. Car prices raised 30%. 30% in Europe. This car market's insane, guys. We live. All of us are you know, above teenagers aged when we've already had cars and stuff. We got our first cars and all that. We remember what it was like getting cars when we were younger, and it was not like this. It's been crazy when it comes to the cars these days and what's been going on with the market. I mean, it's tough. Yeah, that's some serious markup. Car prices in the U.S. are still good. Decent here, not bad. Used car prices are dropping, that's for sure. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, if I'm out there in Miami and I can kind of get a location, make sure you're on my Instagram or Snapchat because I'll be posting on that the most when I'm out there for the Grand Prix. So, you know, if I'm out there at a certain spot, you know where I'm at. We can link up for sure. I can buy any new car for MSRP or less now. That's what's up. See, when the last time I did car shopping was in December, when we got the Model 3, and it was a used car, and we got it, you know, much cheaper than you would back, you know, earlier, when car prices were crazy. So, I had a feeling they were trending down, especially Tesla. So I figured, you know, they would be pretty, you know, I guess low now. All right, sorry. The LFA is sick Lexus. Yeah, it's a sick ass Lexus for sure. I've only seen a couple in person, and Man, it just blows me away, even the sound. Sadly, I could have bought a 918 for 5K below MSRP. Anyway, I wanted it and passed. It uses Samsung batteries, and at that time, Samsung batteries were exploding. Call me an idiot, laugh out loud. If you know Salamandrin, I know this is not a 918, but if you know Salamandrin on YouTube, you'll know that, I mean, he had issues with his P1, it exploded and caught on fire and stuff like that. And when you're making a big, I don't want to say donation, but investment in a car like that, you know, I would ask every single question and get every single detail you could out of that, so you make sure that you're covered and safe and your investment isn't a waste. Because imagine if you bought that thing and it caught on fire or anything happened and you knew that that was a problem to begin with. Imagine the regret you would have. I get it. At the time, the technology wasn't there, or you didn't feel like it was safe enough. I'm not going to judge you for that. But the fact that you could have bought one, big ups to you for having that kind of income to do that. Not leasing. So you didn't lease your Tenali, you bought it, you live in Belgium. Okay. Like I said, we got the EV tax credit here. So I didn't know exactly where you were to know, you know, if you were going to get it. So if you leased it. All right. Stay well. God bless you and your family. Thank you. Appreciate it. The Americans. I'm the best Yank. I appreciate it. Go for Fiat ATC. Mazda, yeah, the Mazda's going in the right direction. Okay, so you got your Tenale with no taxes. Okay, that's what's up. The dealer wanted to sell you a 2022 QV in all black. You needed some extra color. Rosso Etna, that would be dope. 75K. It was a 2023, maybe not a 2022. Could have bought an LFA as well. What? Kinky, I'm gonna need you to hook me up what you're doing in life to be able to afford these cars. A LFA and a 918? Jeez. Marcelo, thanks for being an IG follower. You've been watching me since 2021? That's what's up. What's going on, Archie? Thank you so much. I'm connected with everybody. I'm using this live stream to just talk with everybody, go over some news that I missed out that I won't be able to cover for this week. And then, like I said, just talk to everybody at the same time. We can go through this stuff together. I got one more story. Former dealer at Ferrari North America. Stay clear of black cars. Yeah, I get it. That's crazy. You have a 2017 Ghibli SQ4. Okay, 2017 Ghibli SQ4. The CPO runs out in September. Really eyeing the 2019 SQ4 Gran Lusso CPO, 39K. Worth the upgrade? I'm trying to think of the changes between 2017 and 2019. I think Wow, that's a good question. Because you didn't get the new Maserati MIA screen and everything in 2019, did you? I'm trying to think, man. That's a good question. I mean, I would say jumping up in years, especially 2 years, is going to be worth your time, especially at a used price. You know, I wouldn't say necessarily if you were getting it new, it would be worth it for you. But since you're getting CPO 39K, that's not bad. But I don't think there was a ton of changes between 2017 and 2019. Really, the big ones that you would look for in 2020, 2021 era would be the new boomerang tails, the new Maserati MIA system, and then some of the options and colors and materials. But I mean, again, it's a small jump in years, but I mean, why not? I guess that's the biggest question I would ask you. Why not? You're 57, have no debt. Work first buy, no debt. Okay, all right. Listen, I get that. No debt, 57, you done good for yourself. I applaud you, my friend. That's what's up. I applaud you. I got debt. I got a kid. And I got a lot of passion. So hopefully that continues to drive me to where I need to be. Imagine if they brought out another RX. They'd have my attention. Oh, Mazda? Keep us updated on when the facelift of Stelvio 2024 is coming to the U.S. Supposedly, the new Giulia and Stelvio facelifts will be 2024 models, as is the Tonale, and are supposed to be here in June as well with the Tonale. Why I say that is because Alfa Romeo is supposed to have a refresh dealership, which means that all of their models are technically new or refreshed. So you have the new Tonale, the refreshed Giulia, refreshed Stelvio. So we already have the 2023 models that have been out since last summer. Now we're waiting on the 2024 models, and again, they should be here in June. So yeah, it's going to be sooner than you think. And again, I'll know more in the next 2 months than ever before because a lot's happening with me connecting with Alfa Romeo. So I'll tell you what I can when I can. Obviously, I have to be tight-lipped on things that are embargoed, like today's video earlier. But things that I kind of know and hear from the grapevine from people that I know, will let me say the information, then I do say that. Yeah, the black cars. Yeah, I love the way black cars look, but I can't keep them clean or anything like that, and they're too hot for me. And yeah, I can't do it. They should have updated the infotainment and backup camera on the face of the Stelvio. Uconnect 5 is good. The Tonale got it, but not the Stelvio. I heard from inside of Alfa Romeo that the reason why they didn't update it because these models are on their way out. On the Giorgio platform, these models are on their way out. Okay? You got maybe 1.5, 2 years left of these models, and the R&D to crash test and redesign the airbags and everything in the central tunnel and unit for the facelifted models to give it Uconnect 5 and a new infotainment and stuff would have cost around $80 million. I know. Making cars is tougher than you think. It's tough. There's a lot that goes into it, especially the R&D. So they opted out of doing that because they didn't think they would get their return investment. Because it's a model that's on its way out, it's like, let's give it a couple of bits and bobs here and there, and then we're working on the next generation. Because the next generation Stelvio and Giulia are already being worked on. There's already sheet metal for the next generation Stelvio. So, it's like, don't put much of money into this, I don't want to say dying, but this model or your platform that's on its way out, or put our money into what's in the future. And I think that's what they're doing. So that's the reason why they didn't get Uconnect 5 and the new infotainment in the face of the Stelvio and Giulia. That's what I've been told. So, and this is from folks at Alpha. That's what I've been told. So you kind of got to get it, it's tough, to put a lot of money into stuff like that. Let me get to that last story real quick, and then I'll let you guys go off in the comments, and I'll let you guys go. Sorry. The new Ferrari SF90 Versione Speciale. This is what Motor One thinks it's going to look like. So this is a rendering, and this is a pretty damn good rendering of what they think this new Ferrari special version, as you know in the translation, will look like. And wow, they did a great job on this. I really love this. I really love the front end. If that's all carbon fiber, that's going to be insane, which it looks like it is. But starting from the front canards going all the way into the front lip and the bumper with this like piece in the center, the cooling for the vents there, the honeycomb grill, looks insane. Look at how wild that side skirt looks. Incredible. Wow. I mean, the way that it kind of flares out in the back, I can imagine getting in and out of this thing because you're going to have to step over that big side skirt. But either way, that's pretty dope. Looks like this intake right here might be carbon. And then the rear with the wing looks really radical. And this is all from what we've seen on the spy photos of this car. So we know that a lot of these elements will be here. We're just not exactly sure what the material will be and if they will actually look like this. But this is a really good rendering from Motor One. And again, the spy photos here, based off of this, I mean, you can kind of see the design element. You can see that it's probably going to have a lot of these things that they're showing here, which is where they got it from. I mean, look at the side skirt. It looks like that's it. That's the side skirt there. This is the version without the wing, though. There is a model with the wing. This one doesn't show the wing, but there is a prototype with the wing there. Again, I don't think they show it in this one here, but listen, that wing is wild. So there's that one, and then there's one on Club Alpha, which they put it side by side here. I'll open a new tab, but check that out. So that one has the wing on it, as you guys can see. This version has the wing, and make sure my face isn't in the way. But yeah, that version has the wing, and this is another rendering of it, and it's pretty spot on too. I mean, this rendering looks pretty close to what this version looks like, and I'm not exactly sure which one I like the best. I think they're both pretty dope between this one here and this one here. I don't know. That's tough. I like them both. Obviously, the yellow looks good, but this has like the Seto Fiorano package kind of set up here when it comes to the livery. But yeah, this is going to be a dope looking Ferrari when this comes out, and I'm definitely excited about it. I definitely want to know what you guys think about the Versione Speciale. All right, that's all my articles today. Again, the BSUV we talked about, first image there. Boom on Twitter. Again, coming out in September. The new Quattroporte, possibly fully electric, replacing the Ghibli, the only flagship sedan. Going to be a little bit shorter, more expensive, and less produced. We talked about the Tributo being sold for $155,000. A special one of 33 Alfa Romeo 4C Spider Stradale Tributos in the United States went up on auction for Bring a Trailer. And then the Versione Speciale. All right, so that's RonsRides wrap up. Let me get back to you guys in the comments. I didn't forget about you. I just had to get all those articles out of the way so you guys weren't waiting too long to hear them. Let's see. My priceless car at the moment is a 1997 GT3. I bought new, same exact colors at Porsche Museum, or as Porsche Museum car, midnight blue. What is that? Andreas Pruinger says only 3 midnight blue 997 GT3s with PCCB yellow calipers. Wow, only 3? Jesus. I know someone in Texas with a midnight blue LFA and yellow calipers. Where did he get that idea? QP is going to have a gas engine or 100% electric. I'm hearing 100% electric. Not exactly sure yet, Archie. I love the Ferraris, non-metallic, dark blue. 80 million sounds about right. The R&D for the new Julian Stelvio, the refreshed Julian Stelvio. That's what I've been told. Next gen Stelvio isn't going to be just fully electric. I think it is. I think the next gen is fully electric. Which makes me wonder how long the Grecale lasts as an ICE since it's based off of the Giorgio platform. Good question. Because there's going to be a Grecale Folgeri, so maybe it lasts for 4 years as the ICE version, I would say. 4 years, 5 years max. Put us to 2020. Oh, well, yeah, 2028, maybe. And then, yeah, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Where am I at? I forgot my comments. Where am I at? Oh. Hints of a 4 GT in the back. Yeah, 100% on the SF90 Stradale Versione Speciale. A lot like a GT40. You had the money, you'd buy the Puro Sangue. Hell yeah, if I had the money, I'd buy a Puro Sangue too. I might actually have the opportunity to see one in person in the next 2 weeks. Keep my fingers crossed because, yeah, if I see it, you guys are going to see it. So let me get it on the channel for you guys. Blue, yellow calipers, damn it. I am a trend. Yeah, you're ahead of your time, definitely, Kinky. My 21 is due back this summer, probably update to the 24. I got a BMW X3 2.0 with M Sport, and the tech is good. The infotainment and backup camera, etc. But I still prefer the Stelvio driving dynamic. Again, Steve, if you do, get the new refreshes while you can, because that's going to be the last of the Giorgio platform. And I'm going to push that very hard once I get the new Quadrifoglio Stelvio and Giulia's, Once I get the new refresh 2.0 Stelvio and Julius, the last of a dying breed, the last of the Giorgio, I'm going to push those hard because you guys are going to miss them when they're gone. For real. Where are we at now? When I worked for Alfa and after Ferrari, it was before they ever appreciated it. Right before the F40 was offered for sale. Wow, Testarossas were also strong sellers. You've been around. I had use of a 64 500 Superfast a whole summer, best summer of my life. Only 37 mate. Wow, that's insane. That's awesome. Marcelo, peace out, man. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much. Again, if I run into you in Miami, definitely let's link up. Yeah, you're ahead of your time. I'm living the dream. I'm living your dream. How, Kiki Streets? You've been living the dream. You did it before me. You walked so I could run. Listen, guys, where am I at? I'm at almost an hour. I appreciate you guys coming to check in. Listen, I couldn't ask for more. I appreciate you just coming in, supporting, watching, catching up on the news and everything. I mean, everything you guys do. Really cool. I love that I have people to share this stuff with. Again, I said that I'm going to try to do this more often when it comes to the live stream. This is an example. I want to do RonsRides Roundups and show off news and stuff that I've been saving for the week that I couldn't get to, but I want to talk to you guys about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed speaking with me today, coming in and checking out the video. Per usual, I know you guys are all subscribed. That's why you're here. Make sure you just hit the thumbs up on this so it gets it up in the rankings and more people see it, and then we can make this a bigger conversation each time. I'm going to try to do this as much as I can. Hopefully every week. We'll see what happens. But guys, thank you so much. Again, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you today. I got some more stuff to do. I got another video to make for you guys for tomorrow. So I'm going to let you guys go. Very good hour here today. With that said, guys, thank you so much. You guys be blessed. I will visit Montreal. You guys be blessed. You guys have a great day. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep supporting the channel. And I will talk to you guys in the next RonsRides video. Peace.